I'm Terry from Crafty Clifty. Thank you for joining me. I made this little birdhouse. If you like it, want to make one something similar, then stay tuned and watch the video. It's coming right up. Okay, now, for this project, I got this from Michael's. I'm having trouble with this positioning here. And when it was still $1. I've got some paint. I'm using 3. I'm just using a brush here. And my apron and this, and we're going to get started. I'm going to paint and decorate. So mostly what I'm going to do is squirt some out onto the top. Well, maybe I'll do it down here. And squirt out little dots, if I can. It's starting to come. Okay, I'm going to let this hang upside down for a while, or sideways. I'm going to start with this color. And okay, I'm going to redo this. Okay, now I'm having trouble with the positioning of this tablet. So anyway, I'm getting this here. And I've got 3 colors here that I'm going to start putting colors in. Okay, now all these I don't have much of, so that's probably my problem. So I am going to put different colors all over. And then I will show you what I do next. I'm just going to put all the colors on here. Now in between each color, I'm wiping off the brush, or you can use 3 different brushes. So, and now I'm going to start blending all this together. I'll wipe this off. I'm going to put on the caps. Now I did not paint this previously. I just let it be a natural wood. And I'm going to take my brush, go from the top and just start going down. And I'm probably going to need more color than this, maybe not. And you can see how the colors are beginning to blend. I've got some, well, some of this is almost bare. You can see how it's looking. And that's the look I want. I'm going to do the whole thing here, and then I will let you see what it looks like when I go to the next part. Now this is what it looks like, all blended. And before I start with decorations, I'm going to start with the top here and do the same thing. And in between each color, just wipe off your brush. Okay, so I'm just going to dab color up here. And maybe some down here. Now with this and this part down here, I'm going to paint them orange. And then, I'll just be painting this. So, you see? I'm getting the underneath also. Okay, and down here is going to be the same. Okay, I'm going to start putting the different colors up here. And then I'm going to blend it the same way. But my color ratio is going to be the amount of color ratio will be a little bit different. Because I'm putting on blotches and streaks and dots. And when you do it separately like this, you're not going to get the same the same amount of paint, even though you're using the same colors. So, anyway, I'm going to put on my yellow and then I'll start blending. Now you can see how I'm bringing these colors down. And I'm going to have to add some orange. My orange, some of it kind of dried up. So you can see how this is looking. Just pulling the colors down. I got a lot of blue up here this time. So I gotta fix that. I'll probably be using more yellow and more orange. And that way I'll get more of a color blend. Or I might leave it like that. I'll have to see what it looks like when it's all done. That's what it looks like so far. I gotta let those dry. Now you can see the color blend, all from the same colors being used. And then after this dries, I'm going to put orange down here at the rim. And then I'm going to decorate it. Okay, this is all nice and dry. So that looks like. And I'm going to start putting stuff in here. Now if you want to take your file or memory board or something and make this smooth, you can. If not, don't worry about it. Now I am going to pull out some of this moss and still in the bed. And then I'm going to glue some of it in there. Just poke it in. And that, it looks like it may be about all I'm going to use. And you're really not going to see it much. Just I want it so it is like sticking out there. But I also want flour in there. So I'll put this in, and what I'll do is I'll just glue it in. Now, if you're a child, use school glue. And if you're anyone else, then if you want to use this stuff, this super glue, go ahead. I don't care. So I'm just going to poke this in. And all the leaves, I want all the leaves to be sticking out. Okay, see that? And I'm going to let that set. And I may play with a little bit to make sure. Just make it the way I want. No, I like the leaves hanging out. Now, what I'm going to do now is I colored some little birds and little butterfly. I got 4 of them, different colors, different ways. And I'm just going to glue those on wherever. And most importantly is I want this to well, that may be cute. Have it like that. And this will okay, I'm going to put this on here. Now, oh, wrong way. I thought something was wrong. And just hang on to it until it's dry. There we go. And then I'm going to put the butterflies on, and I will show you what it looks like when I am done doing that. Okay, now I got these on. I used 1 little rose instead of 2. I put the moss inside where you can see the chick and then the butterflies. Things very subtle. And that's it. Now all I'm going to do is just take some Mod Podge and paint over this with Mod Podge. And that will seal it all up. I want that looking just a little messy because, you know, it's moss sticking out. So, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And when you put the Mod Podge on, go ahead and Mod Podge like a little bit underneath also to give it that extra stick, and also for extra stiffness so you can make that stick up without falling apart. And just do the same thing for the whole thing and make it nice and smooth and nice to feel. And it might have a little bit of a shine. So just a thin coat will do it over every place, especially like the rows and on top, a little bit underneath, because these ornaments, these buds are not round. So it gives it the 3D effect. You want to put the Mod Podge underneath there too. And all around. So, thank you so much. Well, I don't know if I can do that. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time with another project. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.